Hello, it's Pete Ashby again from St George's House. I'm very sorry it's me again. As we develop this series of conversations, we will have a core group of facilitators, so we will spread this around a bit more. So forgive me, please, for it being me again. Just to say a few words about February the 16th, our session on Breaking Bad. This is our shortest product from 10:45 in the morning through to 4:30 in the afternoon. It's a terrific topic. I've done some really buzzy work with teams on this. It's obviously shorthand for breaking bad habits that get in our way as leaders. And I just want to mention 4 points about this as you scroll through the pages on the PDF agenda. The first one, please look at our killer question, our opening question, soon after you start in the morning. And I should say we'll circulate a note the week before, so that will actually give you a bit more background for the opening killer question. The killer question is to ask each of you in small groups to identify 2 bad habits that get in your way as a leader. After this round of groups, we'll ask you to capture each one on a post-it note in no more than 6 words. I stress 6 because some people like to use 60, or in some of our cases maybe 600. It's only 6. On post-it notes we put on the glass doors for the bookcases. So within an hour of opening this conversation, we will have clusters of bad habits that you've identified from within our group in a confidential, high trust way that are the habits that get in our way as leaders. And I love that. So we can really go from 0 to 100 miles an hour, and we are there discussing the real stuff that this is about us tackling. And what's really helpful about that process is as other people identify theirs, you'll probably find there's a lot of commonality, which is quite reassuring. We think, hey, many of us have that problem. That's quite good. We're in good company. Also, they might trigger ones to think, yeah, actually, that might be one for me as well. I haven't quite said it openly to myself, let alone anyone else. Second moment is over lunch. We ask you to identify your top habit that you want to let go of through this process, through this conversation. You go for that number 1. It might be different to your opening 2. As always, we encourage you to feel open, to change your mind if it feels right to move on in your thinking. You identify your number 1 habit. And you'll see then on the agenda the ways in which we open that up, we unpack it, and we support each other in trying to let that go. Let me just suggest to you what that makes possible, and that's my third point. Please look at that slot 250 to 310 in groups of 2. When we ask you the question, please think about, hopefully having then sorted out your number 1 bad habit, please think about those you work with in your most immediate team. What are their bad habits you would love them to let go of, just as you let go of yours? We have you in groups of 2 because if you have large groups, we could have a long time answering that question, because it's easy to identify other people's bad habits, but we tend not to discuss them because we don't discuss our own. As we discuss our own and sort out our own, it might be much easier to say to someone else, hey, will you help me, say, P, Ashby, Gabby, Harry, help me be a bit less Gabby, or whatever it might be. While we discuss that, it's easier then for them to reciprocate and ask for our support with them managing their bad habit. So we just think about the possibility of opening up that discussion. And what you would say if next week, after Windsor, when you're back after Windsor, you're trying to open up that discussion with colleagues you work most closely with. That leads to the 4th point I just wanted to mention to you, our final session on the day, which is the thought of a cross-organisation culture, where within your culture, leaders are expected from the top down to volunteer their bad habits in teams, in working with others. Say, hey, I sometimes do this, it gets in my way, gets in your way, please let me know. Support me, please, in managing that habit. And let me support you in managing your habit. And the reason we do that is because of our higher purpose, because of our collective ambition, because of what we're trying to do, because we do not want to get in our ways collectively and stop us being the best we can be. There's that wonderful join between higher purpose and sorting out bad habits that get in our way. They are dealable with, and as we deal with them and sort them, we can build greater stronger chemistry within groups and teams, because this is how people connect with us. If we simply present our strengths and our gifts, saying, okay, I'm not going to present any of my stuff that I haven't sorted out. When we as leaders own our bad habits, we give others permission. We model a great leadership behaviour. We show them how they can support us, and we make it easier for them to let us support them that bit more as well. That's this conversation. Should be really buzzy, really focused. We really hope you'll think about coming in on it, and if you do, please let Nicola or myself know, and it'd be great to work with you on February the 16th Thank you so much. Thank you.